It's February. Today is a February streamers battle. Thanks to everyone who's joined already. Almost 200 players on the team. Um, these are always competitive. And the Jigalko and friends is usually a very stacked team. They have 3 grandmasters. Their 20th seed is rated 2362. Our 20th seed, okay, still over 2100. The Chess Network has a strong team. Yeah, if you can't join, no worries. I know some people prefer to watch. Some people prefer to eat lunch. But it's a 2 hour long tournament. So, and it's an arena style tournament. So you can join, pause, leave, rage quit whenever you want. Hopefully, there won't be too many rage quitters. Yeah, this is 3-0. So it's pretty fast paced blitz. But it should be fun. I'm not sure what my tournament strategy is. Like, if I'm like, I think I'll hold off on berserking unless my opponent's like much lower rated. But I think this will be a more standard tournament. I'm gonna try not to go too crazy. I think the last tournament I streamed, it was all about gambits and aggressive openings. But I'm not gonna make that a requirement for every game. Yeah, it looks like there's 9 teams total. And each team is a different streamer or different kind of community, I think. Jigalko and friends, over 400 players. Oh, wow, okay. Our number is steadily increasing. I think right before I went live, there was about 180 players signed up for the team. Okay, let's do some warm up. The other day I started a puzzle streak. I think I left off at 20. So maybe we'll try and get to 30. Queen e6 looks promising. Although this is tricky. I mean, at first it looks like everything is hanging for black, but it's important to take the right thing. Okay. Yeah, this is a tricky one. Queen e6 should be the first move. And then everything is hanging in black's position. But after this, yeah, it's really important to play the correct sequence here. We can't take either rook because we get mated. And then the calculation is after takes, we can't take this rook because we get mated. And after takes, if we take this rook, there's d2. And it looks like white maybe is in trouble, but after queen b7, check will win the rook and stop the d-pawn. Okay. Yeah, this one looks like a basic removal of the guard. I see the question from Zvoosh. It's a hard name to pronounce. Asking, is this your only job? If yes, when did you quit whatever job you had before to pursue this full time? I'm trying to remember what job I had before this. Yeah, it was gradual. I mean, for a long time I was like teaching. I gave primarily online lessons, but then gradually the content creation took over. I talk a lot about this in this podcast interview on C Squared, my backstory, and how I came to be a chess content creator. We have the podcast command. Yeah, I've been on a handful of podcasts actually. So if you search my name in the like Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can probably find it.
Timetable of your weekly streaming schedule. Also, let's go, Eric.
Ooh, yeah, my schedule has been sporadic recently. So I have a lot of plans coming up, a lot of travel plans coming up. So it's going to be even more sporadic. Oh, let's solve this puzzle. Yeah, knight b6, removal of guard, and then take. This one I think is a good example of an overworked piece, although it takes a little bit more work. So the first move to really look at is rook d1, deflecting the h1 rook. And then the line to calculate is king a2. And then rook 8, rook a3. Queen c4, b3. And then rook takes a3, king takes a3, queen a6, king b2, and queen a1 checkmate. So really somewhat of a deep sequence, but very forcing sequence. Like every single move was only move for white. Okay, white didn't go into that line, so didn't quite get to see the checkmate. Okay, tournament starts in less than 4 minutes. Again, if you want to join, it's highly encouraged. Got almost 250 players on the team. And the way this will work is the top 20 scores count for the overall team standing. And you won't play other members of your own team. You only play members of other opposing teams. So if you join, there's not really a way you can hurt our team. Okay, we'll do one more puzzle. This will be the last one. White to move. A lot of things going on here. I'll admit this took me a moment. I think it's once you identify the theme, it should become a bit easier. But to the untrained eye, it looks just very chaotic. The thing to realize is black has a serious target in the position is this black queen. Very short on squares. Actually currently has no safe squares to move to. So then it's the question, how do we attack the queen? And there's one move that attacks the queen, rook c4. At first it looks like this loses a knight, but then we take and win the queen. And after rook c4, there's really no safe place the queen can go. You can briefly look at knight g3, we just take it. And these squares are covered, and these squares are covered. Yeah, nice central queen trap. Okay. We'll do one more, because this one's a classic one. This one is, what is it called? Attraction? We attract the white queen to g5 so we can get the fork. Also, oh no, my queen.
Heart.
But oh no, your queen. Thanks for the heart. Okay. Come back to puzzles later. Let's get in game mode. I'm sure we'll get hopefully at least one Stafford. I'm kind of feeling like playing Sicilian though. But maybe once I get my first Stafford, then I'll switch to Sicilian. Okay. Last chance to join before the tournament starts.
Full grown subscribe, baby.
Let's go. February Streamers Battle starting very soon.
7.
Good luck to everyone.
6, 5.
I believe in
4,
you.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. First game. Oh, let me change my game behavior. Let's play a move. There we go. Okay. Small time odds. So we have a Catalan.
Man dancing.
Knight d2. I appreciate the dancing man. I think bishop e7. I'll admit I don't know so much theory in this line. I know that after this is kind of annoying. So let's play bishop e7. And for the time being, I'm up a pawn. c6 or maybe a6. b3. I probably have to take that. So there's knight a5 and then bishop e4. I think still bishop e4. Like some queen b8 idea. Maybe b4 eventually. b4 a5. There is positional compensation for white, like the c file, but it's not so much of an issue right now. I've also activated the one piece that typically has problems in this opening. Like usually the bishop's stuck on c8. Okay, so we trade by winning a pawn. Trade. So takes, king g2, queen d5. Otherwise, I just check and win the pawn. As a bonus, I defend c7 in the end and attack e2. Bishop f4, I just take on e2. Oh, I could have taken the knight. I saw the knight was hanging too. Oh, except my knight was also hanging. Okay. Everything's okay. I'm still waking up. So bishop f4 is maybe a threat. Could play c5. Bishop f4 and then queen h5. Up 2 pawns here. Yeah, I'm dreaming of like rook c8, c4. Not easy to achieve though. Also g5, g4 could be interesting. And chisel away at white's setup. I think I'll do it because it looks fun. Not always the best life advice, but going for it. Now I'm attacking this. Ooh. I have queen h3. Rook d8. I think rook d8. I mean, white always has to be careful with takes because I take and then pin. It could get messy though. Yeah, the good thing about being up 2 pawns is when I lose a pawn, I'm still up a pawn. So what if I take in rook c8? There's e5. I'm bishop c3. This looks like a cool move. Like a outpost for the bishop. In the future, I want to play queen h3 and some bishop d4. And queen f5 first. Okay, now I'm threatening... Not so simple.
Hey.
Gotta move quicker. Really not so simple. Thank you, wrong guns. If you're just joining, this is chess. I'm a little bit low on time. And no stalemate tricks. Good game. Oh, tough start. I blundered a rook. I was going for me. I should play b2 there. Hard fought game though. Sorry, team. Hey, we're in first place. Good job,
This is my
team.
first chess tournament of 2023.
Let's go.
Hopefully I don't let you down.
99 points. Okay, let's keep the lead. Let's berserk. Feeling the energy. Caro-Kann. Let's play standard 2 knights attack. And this already looks good for white. And there's queen h5. Yeah, this looks really good for white. I don't want to trade queens. Maybe you have to trade queens, actually. Up a pawn, though. And life is pretty good. Some idea bishop d2, bishop c3. So e5. I can't pass this up. Black was ready for it. Okay, I could take the rook, but might as well play a4. I want to take the pawn with double check. Oh, both rooks were hanging. Always repeat. Actually, let's play this first. Wow. I was trying to find the mate there. It was very close. King b5, queen c4, checkmate. Okay. Okay. First win. Oh, we got passed. But we're in second place. Right above Chess Network. Good job, Young. Having 9 points. The team leader so far.
Nice.
So I'm not contributing to the team score just yet. Okay, playing Narek. Try and get one Stafford. Ooh. Was not expecting King's Gambit, but I guess I'm committed to playing whatever this is. Yeah, this is questionable. But maybe it's playable. And c5, knight c6. I'm a little bit behind in development, which could be an issue. So if takes, I think is okay. And there's queen b6 ideas. This is looking to be okay. In many cases, bishop c5 will come with tempo, and like hopefully I can castle before my king gets harassed. It feels like I'm winning somehow here. Like bishop takes e4. Because queen
awesome,
takes, I
Eric.
mate.
Keep doing what
Here,
you
here,
do.
here, here. Or even check queen g1, take, and then take. So queen b5, bishop c6. Let me practice drawing my arrows. Queen takes e5, queen g1. Takes, 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 takes. I'll be up the exchange. Oh, even better, I take here first. Win a pawn on top. Also, thank you. Was it does. A tricky move. If takes, I have rook g8. Okay, just got to keep the pace. I allow bishop d6, but I'll be winning pawns. Maybe not the cleanest conversion, but it's still a conversion.
Just beat someone 700 points higher than me with
Hey,
the
let's
Stafford
go.
Gambit.
Let's
You will be
go.
so proud.
Remind me after the tournament. I'd love to see the game. Okay, it's kind of close time-wise, but got the job done. Yeah, for anyone that has like cool games this tournament, just save them and then maybe I'll do some game review afterwards.
David Rebo is the Leechess username.
That makes things easy. Helps when your Leechess name matches your Twitch name. Okay, we'll play this line. Queen f3. Bishop is a little bit awkward there. Probably playable though. Some rook a5 idea.
64 months for 64 squares.
Let's go. Hey, it's Z Nation. Happy 64 months. That's a nice number. All hail. Also, did I blunder a pawn? I may have. But it's interesting. Rook a4, rook e4 coming. Yeah, it should be full compensation here. Knight's a big target. h6 is in the air. Although, I guess if the knight moves, I have b4. Trying to deflect the queen away from e7. Yeah, this looks really good for white. Oh, wait. What did I do? Probably should not have allowed that. Okay, this is not so simple. Oh no. No, now I'm just worse. I counted my chickens before they hatched. Oh no, my chickens. So I'm down 2 pawns. I mean, maybe that's a great move too. Take, take. Try and win back something here. I guess g4 is a threat. Also threatening the rook. Knight d2, we trade. Or knight e2, we can trade. I want to play this move. Not so simple for black. My rook is almost trapped. I want to activate the king. Yeah, I'm in trouble. This is big trouble. I'm completely cut off. I'm threatening mate in one, but couldn't really help there.
252,800
Well
minutes
played.
isn't as catchy, but it's still 6 more months until I can quote the real song.
Oh, keep it up, Mangork. Yeah, that game it looked like I had a great position. Then I think I just missed. Bishop c3 came with check. Okay. Oh, another Scandi. So last game my opponent played knight f6. This game my opponent taking their sweet, sweet time. Opponent's really taking their time here. Complicated position. Okay, I'd like to somehow formulate a queen trap. Never mind. Just castle. Just following opening principles, like developing. Sometimes against an opening like this, it's the best thing to do. Hey, it's MRF Chess. Mr. Faruja. Hope you had a nice stream. Thanks for the raid.
How can you see all those lines? I can't realize most blunders until I see them on board after I move the piece. It is so demotivating.
I would hope it's like also inspiring, but I've been playing chess for well over 2 decades. So a big part of becoming a big part of becoming someone who can calculate deeply is it's just a matter of experience, like building up pattern recognition. So hopefully people who at least watch my gameplay can take away a few lessons. Yeah, chess is very similar to learning a language. Like when you first start, you focus on like the individual words or individual characters or letters. But then over time, as you become more fluent, you can start speaking in full sentences. It's similar to chess, where rather than thinking just about one move or one idea or one feature of the position, you see the bigger picture. I'm playing bishop h4 to pin the pawn because I want to play this and discourage f5. There is rook e8. The king can run. But then I would take the bishop. Okay, so I essentially win a little bit of material, but I'll be winning on time. Attacking one pawn. Okay. So third place, we're neck and neck with Chess Network. She Chess Wars on her tail. Yeah, I think berserking is best for the team strategy. Like even though I'm risking some rating, kind of bleeding some rating, it's worth getting quicker games and extra tournament points. Okay, playing reverse London. Okay, I'm gonna try and launch a quick attack here. Like I'm already threatening bishop. Okay, this is maybe not so simple. There's pressure on h7. I can take. Yeah, let's go ahead and take. Might see g3. Idea of lifting the rook to h5. This could get weird. I might actually be in some trouble here. Wow. Wait, my bishop's just stuck. I thought I could justify it. Let's just sack it and I mean hopefully this is working somehow. Objectively black is probably worse, but practically it's still interesting. f5. Okay. Pawn is pinned and attacked 3 times. The king is still a bit loosey-goosey. So if takes, I want to check and then threatening rook c8. Queen defends c8. There we go. Okay. It was not easy. Could have been in trouble there. I'll take it. Okay. Barely counting for the team. Thanks to 471 players for fighting for our team. Really appreciate it. That's awesome. A good turnout. Oops. Just toggling Zen mode. Oh, Berserk again. Ponziani time. Oop. Stafford Gambit time? Or normal Petrov time? Stafford Gambit time. Okay. Well, we got our first Stafford of the stream. Let me play the so-called refutation. Let's see how prepared my opponent is. Yeah, castling is not my move of choice for black. I usually prefer h5. Okay, I'm content with this. It feels bad to punish the Stafford, but I gotta do what I gotta do. This knight is a little bit stuck. I mean, there's knight b4, a3, knight a6, c5, bishop a5, b4, trapping the bishop. Pawns are happy. We'll probably see the sack on c5, yeah. Do I give black a pawn cube? Might as well. Oh, black doesn't want the pawn cube. Oh, I should have played b4. That may have trapped the queen. Oops. Okay, there's an idea here to plant the knight on f6. This move might win a pawn. Okay, let's take first. Yeah, there's a trick here. In this first. Yeah, this first. Putting rook d1. Hey, it's John Bartholomew. Appreciate the raid. Hope you had a nice stream. I saw John was doing the Lee Chess plays yesterday. I was lurking at the very end, caught the blindfold game. If you're just joining, this is a streamer battle. The Lee Chess, it's like a monthly tournament where streamers or teams of streamers compete against each other. We do have the join command with more information. Okay, this is very close to winning, but not quite. Play queen g3. It's still a matter of moving quickly. Yeah, rook e8, I have rook e2, thankfully.
Every day I strive to be as kind as Eric Im Rosen. Let's go Im Rosen, angry goose.
Oh yeah, I hope you can be a kind goose. A non-angry goose. Okay, my plan is this, 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 and checkmate. Easier said than done. Okay, now it's this, this, and then checkmate. Okay, now it's this, 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 and then checkmate. Here we go. Can't pre-move this because rook c5 is a legal move. Okay. Yeah, when plan A and B don't work, then sometimes you have to go for plan C. Thank you, Trick Fizzle. Okay, he's working again. Okay, now I want to be the one who plays a Stafford. A previous game, I had the white side of this position. Okay, this is questionable. As white was the one insisting on gambiting. Okay, I have to be a little bit careful. Rook e4 attacking the bishop. Queen e7 would blunder. Okay. A 12-move Stafford win. White kind of self-destructed there. Hey, second place. Yeah, Zhigalko and friends. It's hard to catch up. But a second would be a great result. Good job, team. Over 500 players now on the team. Yeah, I appreciate everyone fighting for us. Yeah, today's an E4 day. Every game is white. I've been playing E4.
Every day I strive to smash inferior opponents with the Stafford and be as swole as I am Eric Rosen bro, but alas, all I have is warm greetings from Liverpool.
Oh, thanks for the warm greetings. Maybe H3. H3 is very typical. I want to play this and not have to worry about this. Yeah, this is a typical like Philidor type position. Like usually the setup for white is this, A4, Queen D2. Sometimes I'll do this idea, Queen B1, Queen A2. Okay, allowing the bishop trade. Don't want to trade queens though. Like Queen E6 or Queen C6, I move back. Because I want to go for F4 and I use this queen as fuel for my attack. Yeah, the pawns complement the bishop. That's a good move though. Maybe this move? This is a pin. And black's trying to set up a blockade on G5. Using the pin. Some idea to play F6. Yeah, this should be a fine transformation. I want to double up behind the pawn. Be careful. Yeah, if I played this, there's queen check winning the pawn. B3. The right moment, maybe H4. Defends this and this and this. Defends everything. Might see this move though. And this move? Oh, it's getting weird. Mm. 20 seconds. Yeah, black plundered a rook. Oh! I blundered a rook too. Oh, rook h2 is not a good move. Ah. Oh, I didn't see it coming until it already happened too. Oh, that's so sad. I was up a rook. Oh, the cursed rook. Okay. That's a wake-up call? No berserking. Let's try and get back on track. Play an f6. Okay, let's play this funny gambit line. Like this new trendy English gambit. So knight g3, I play h5. Knight c3, I play this. Thank you, IARB. Okay, just stay calm. Yeah, so I'm down a pawn, but white's completely undeveloped. E4. I think D3 is a playable move. I just want to play this and get a knight to C2. Also preventing the bishop from developing, or preventing both bishops from developing. The thing about knight b4 is the only way to cover c2 is knight a3, and that prevents pawn a3, which will allow my knight to stay on b4. So the pawn should always be defended. I have this move. Maybe bishop c5 first. F2 is a target. Like if I get to play queen d4, there's not really a way for white to defend f2. Maybe same thing with queen. Don't want to lose d3, but maybe it's a fine transformation. Allowing queen takes g7. Yeah, at first I thought this would be simple, but g4 is covered. Maybe this move. And queen trade with me. So queen takes d4, I don't take the queen. I rather mate into some funny mating ideas here. If queen here, it's all about deflecting the queen away from the g4 square. Yeah, this is not a great opening for whites. It's a fun opening for black, though. Okay. Good job, team. Staying in second. So individually, I'm 34th place. No berserking again. Go back to London. I'll admit I don't know any theory here, but it looks playable. Although, yeah, I might already be regretting this. Black has a strong move. 94, yeah. What have I done? Bishop d2, takes. Maybe a3, b4. I'm trying to justify this. My king does not want to be on d2. It wants to be tucked away on g1. So maybe the plan is knight e2, rook d1, and then walk with the king. I'm sacking one of the two pawns. Yeah, bishop h6 is coming. Some kind of like knight e4, knight f4, maybe knight f4. So e5, I have knight d5. I mean, black could trade, but that's probably not the worst thing ever. Oh, there's this idea. But okay, d5, I take bishop g4, bishop e2. Maybe is okay. It looks terrible, but I don't see the clean win for black. Rook b8. Okay, attacking the queen. Still attacking the queen. Maybe should have defended c3 or defended b2. Okay, take. I want to do things e7, but they don't really work. Take. Okay, the plan is to walk the king over. That's a great move. Just trying to create confusion here. Down a lot of material. There's almost a trick. Like if you're not quite though. Oh, my king. Okay. GG. Yeah, that was an opening gone wrong. Tried to defend the pawn early. Got in trouble. Still second place. Good job, team. And Young really, really carrying. But it's good team efforts, seems like overall. Playing Sharky Croc. Sharky Croc has been around for a while. Berserk back. Caro-Kann. Main line is queen f5, queen e6.
Pop.
So my idea knight f5. I want to play g5. Crazy line. G6, I take. I want to unleash the bishop. There's a lot of pressure here. Like all directions. Yeah, so knight takes, I think I take with rook. Rook h1, I block and unleash the check. There's this move, which... Does it help? I don't think it helps. King b1, takes, 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 and then takes, takes. A cool position. Okay. A quick win. Took some tactical work there. Have a mix of positional play plus tactics. Okay, trying to get back on track. So top 50 overall. A very competitive tournament. Approaching 2,000 players. Wow, young and 6 overall. Okay, no berserking. Only if the opponent berserks back in this case. All right, we'll play one of these. So e3, d5 is a pet line. Takes and then knight b4. Take there. Resembles some like reverse Sicilian. Some idea of bishop h3. I'll put the queen on h5. Idea bishop g4. Yeah, d7 is covered by the bishop. If I take maybe this first. Can't do that. And takes I probably take with queen. I didn't want to allow knight a6. I do walk into the pin, but should move the queen next. Queen. Queen b5. Looks a little bit iffy. Okay, we trade. Yeah, I feel a little bit worse here. Bishop f3 is coming. If I take and knight b6. Doesn't work. Actually, very difficult position. Bishop e6, takes, takes. Yeah, this is ugly. He may be holdable. Yeah, it's a true result game. Yeah, good move. I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble, actually. And clean technique from white. And G5 was a mistake. The hope is a queen's takes, but that's not happening. Or is it? Oh, it's not even stalemate. I had the pawn that can move. Good game. Yeah, I got outplayed there. I think at some point it was like very difficult with white's bishop pair. It's berserk. A lot of Caro-Kanns today. It's at least like the third or fourth game Caro-Kann. And have the two bishops. Okay, so G4, G5 is one idea, which I'll go for. Yeah, black's still waiting to place the king. Doesn't look like the king's going to castle queenside. Okay, bishop takes pawn, I have G5. Actually, bishop takes pawn, I also have this move. Bishop takes B5. Yeah, I probably want to play like H5, G6. Crack open the position. Bishop takes B5. It's kind of risky. I'm opening the B file. This could backfire. The idea is if takes, I take the knight. I did give away my very precious light squared bishop. Yeah, it feels like this is backfiring. Although, take with queen. Don't hurt me. As long as I can neutralize a c-file. Rook c1's coming. This pawn on a3 is really a big headache. Okay, double attack. Queen g1, it's triple attack. Queen h1, I think king... Actually, wait. Queen h1 was a better try there. Yeah, this is now winning for white. Oh no, my queen. How do I checkmate with two queens? Okay, there we go. It took work. I was getting attacked in the middle game. Vinay Agra and Young, both with 40 points. Very nice. Over 600 players on the team. Appreciate the turnout. It's like 1/3 of the tournament. Stephen Gray, welcome back. Thank you, Fallen Deep. Zerk.
Oh yes, my two queens.
Oh yes. Last time I played Stafford, white just self-destructed, and I won in 10 moves. This time, maybe it's a bit different. Oh, this is a classic trap. Yeah, combination of d3 and knight c3. It's natural looking, but this is already good for black. Queen f3 is the most played move. H5. So queen f3, bishop d4. I want to play bishop g4 eventually. Actually, no. Queen f3, I play queen g5. Yeah, this first. Going after the pawn. I don't think the pawn can be defended. This is a big problem for white. Rook g1's off limits. Knight e2 and king f2 also off limits. And if takes, it's made in two. Knight e4 coming. I could take on b2. But I'm still interested in consuming this g3 pawn. Thank you, Scarlpust. A very tasty pawn. I'm so hungry. I'm not sure what white does here. I have two. Rook f1, bishop h3. Yeah, this is just paralysis for white. Knight's pinned and rook's tied down. Ooh, it's a check. Very clever. Okay, so queen b4, c5. Queenside castling is not legal.
Oh no, g3.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, another quick Stafford game. Wait, that was not a check? Did I have a pawn on c6? I had a pawn on c6. Oops. White played it with so much confidence. It looked like a check. It's an optical illusion.
Thanks for the great educational / entertaining content. Go, Eric.
Okay, I'm still waking up. Need some slack. What to do here? There. Should not be moving this slowly. Oh no. Okay, knight b4, I have check. Actually, this was a small trap. Play a game with the board reversed. Like flip the board.
Almost a year.
Not right now.
To support you.
Thank you, Magador. Okay, up a piece, down a little bit of time. That position looks nice. That's super simple. I actually don't know what's happening here. Although if takes, I take and I'm up a piece. Okay. Now I have some idea what's happening. Okay. It takes work. And these games are not easy. Thank you, Caro-Kann. Subbing for 6 months in advance. I appreciate that. I appreciate the hype. Okay, still in second place. It's close though. Taking a risk here. Another one of these. I think F4. Yeah, this is some weird line. Take. What is this? Yeah, Black's getting what they want. Still looks playable though. Wow. Strange things happening. I just blundered a rook. Take. Yeah, this is not good. The bishop defends for X-ray vision, which I really want to make these ideas work. Oh no, my pawn. Oh no, my time. Where'd all my time go? I should probably just resign. Oh, too slow. What to do? Oh, yeah, probably not the best decision to berserk that game. Still in second. Okay, playing Loco Breath, who beat me earlier. Oh yeah, that English game. I'll mix up the opening. We have a Queen's Gambit. Gonna play a reverse collie system, like Bishop E7, Bishop D6. Yeah, this player, it was a game where they played like very strong in the endgame. I have to watch out. Maybe you should go for some like pawn C6, then pawn C5. Yeah, trying to put the pawns on light squares. Like generally in these situations, because we both have dark squared bishops, much better to have the pawns on light squares. Might be going for F5. Target this pawn. Check. F4 first. Okay, so the plan is king f2, f4 takes, and then knight f5. I'll have 3 attackers, and there was only 1 defender. I mean, this is probably a big trade. The hope is that in the end, like, we trade off everything, and then a3 will be weak. Take. I'm gonna take with bishop, I guess. Okay, take on c4. Simplify a little bit. Almost have bishop b2, b5. And b5 is a threat. Not the move I wanted. Okay, that's what I want. Okay. Got fortunate there. I'll take it. It's really close between us and Chess Network. Gotta stay focused. More than halfway through. 45 minutes left. Many games left. The UT Fox. Okay, taking some risk. It's worth it here. You puncher face. Knight h3. That was a Kramnik move. The idea is knight f4. So, discouraging it a little bit. Bishop g2, I have this move, hitting the pawn, and d3. Might as well take. Yeah, knight d5 is coming. There's this resource, bishop e4, rook g1. This looks really weakening. I mean, I'm trying to justify this with the fact that we're trading off light or dark squared bishops. At some point, I'll play f6, and as long as I'm careful, I shouldn't be getting mated. Maybe go for the knight trade as well. Ooh. Okay. I lost a pawn. Rook a5. It's interesting though. Because white's in a spot where like there's not really a safe place for the king. Not threatening to take because rook h1. Maybe some ideas rook c5, c6. Start with this. Always have to be over c5, but this shouldn't be too harmful. That was unexpected. Aligning with the king. Aligning with the rooks. Also threatening to trap the bishop. Tactics. This is force mates. Okay. Yeah, all these games take work. Ooh, we got past, but it's close. Okay, no berserking. Let's just try and like be clean. I could have taken there. Could I have taken? I think it was a free pawn for a moment. Okay, knight h4 is very typical. Get rid of the bishop. Huh. It's kind of rare to have both sides with double pawns like this. So take, 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 take. Trying to calculate these lines. Wow. I really want to take rook takes. A knight e5 could be an issue. So take. I'll take here first. And that was one big trade. But there's an idea to play this and checkmate. I mean, knight h5. Knight h5 can't be played because the knight's pinned. There's king f8. Okay. Yeah, king f8 was a better option there. Okay. Ooh. Strong player. I don't know why I'm playing in Budapest against this player. We're going to see this knight h3 line again. f4. It's a little bit new. Interesting. think I just trade. There's e4. Knight d5 still coming. So bishop d2 and king d8. A little bit worse, but it's not too bad, given I played the Budapest. e4 is probably coming. I'm just trying to hold my ground. Probably want to get the rook in.
Go Eric.
I'm trying. It's not easy though. Play knight d4. Idea c5. I mean, we'll see en passant takes. Yeah, really just holding on for dear life. Might be threatening this now. Wow. Yeah, that was a poison pawn. What to do? I'm just losing. Any tricks? Never resign when you have a knight. Except I'm about to get mated. Have this move. Knight's doing some hoppity hoppity. Draw. Let's take this. The knight survives. Hoppity hoppity. And this is what I want, just a time scramble. Oh wow, rook f6, rook f7. All it takes is one fork. Trying to set up the forks. Okay, well played. I got ground down there. Survived for a while after losing the exchange. What to do? Wow, it's really close. Every game matters. We're tied with Chess Network. 8-17, 8-17. Okay, double berserk. That's nice. I'll play this and this. What's the line here? Takes in d4. It's a risky line. Looks okay though. Takes. We're trading a lot. Not simple. Take. I'll play this. Oh, this is not good. Oh! Ah, that was a mouse slip too. I was actually doing okay there. Wait, what? What? I'm still losing. That's so sad. Ah. Even the final position, it's like almost a draw. Opponent let me queen. What to do? Okay. Can't get tilted. The team is in need. Okay, playing Sterlitz. No berserking. Try and play quickly though. Okay, we have this line of the Catalan. This is a Ray Robson variation. Thanks for the energy, Z Nation. Trying to turn up the heat. What is this move? Queen d4? I think I've ever seen this one before. Just queen c7. So takes. Bishop f4, I play knight d5. Or maybe rook d8, knight d5. Or maybe bishop d6. Okay, opponent moving very slowly here. Yeah, there's maybe some compensation here. Knight g4 looks like an idea. I should probably develop my pieces too. Wow. Yeah, I'm not seeing... I mean, bishop h6 is a move. Can always get back to exchange if necessary. Maybe this first. And how to do this. White wants to play queen g4. This looks risky, but I think e5. And if queen h5, I check and take the pawn. Not quite happening. This move. Yeah, it may have already gone wrong a little bit. I might get back to exchange. Yeah, like takes and bishop g4. Ensuring there's no funny business. Queen b3. Could trade. Just knight f8. I think safety first. h3, I play rook c8. Okay, let's go after the pawn. Rook b7, I take on e2. Bishop d5, I play this. Okay, opponent resigns. Was getting very low on time there. Also blundered a rook in the end too. Okay. Oh, we're falling behind a little bit, but still close. No berserking. Actually, berserking. I gotta fight for the team. We're behind. Play this line. This is a great line. Yeah, black's already in trouble.
En passant less than 3.
Thank you, Beals of Dub Chess. En passant love. Thank you, George and Zola. Yeah, this is already losing for black. I have spoiled positions like this before, but hopefully I can win this one. Yeah, black's not even getting the exchange. I just want a clean rook and pawn. Should have taken first. And go for some mating ideas. Okay. Yeah, berserking paid off there. Sometimes berserking, it's a psychological effect. The opponent like moves a bit more quickly too, and then you catch them in some opening trap. Okay, final stretch. Playing Rachmakov. Representing the team Rachmakov. Or Rachmanov. No berserking. A strong grandmaster here. It was first time playing like another streamer. Okay, this is not supposed to be good for white, but it's tricky. Try this. I'm gonna play c5. e4. Some c5 move. Take. To get the pawns rolling. Some alignment. Rook a5 coming. In combination with this and this. Take. And taking almost works. Spending time to calculate. b3. You're taking queen d5. And there's still b3. Looks very good on the surface. I think I just play knight c4 and like cash in material. Knight c4 take, rook here. Queen here I just take and walk the king d7. If takes, I take. Like I really wanted to create some mating attack, but I think taking material is probably the better route. And I'll still have some attack. Actually, in the very end, the knight... Yeah, the knight is like just hanging. What is b3? b3 is a clever move. Do I actually want to... Maybe just knight a3. Take. Again, queen e4 I take. Queen h7 here. Queen takes g7, knight c2 checkmate. Or not knight c2 mate, because king b2, but the rook would hang. Yeah, he wanted a situation where he'd give the queen and get rook and knight for it. Now, yeah, this should be pretty simple. Yeah, let's discover check. Okay. I think that's my first like upset. Is that the first upset victory? Maybe. In third place, but still close. And trying to catch Jerry's team. Okay. I'm probably berserking next game. Yeah. Play d4. This is b6. Never seen this before. Oops! Okay, I mouse slipped. I meant to play pawn c4. Oh dear. This is interesting London line. Take. I think I have to. Wait. Take. Go for this. What a weird opening. Queen c2, 93. So this or this, I just take and then take on c7. A small trick. Probably want to play h4 at some point. Maybe rook h5 ideas. Yeah, just bust open the center. Takes, I played d5. YOLO. Queen e4. I have no idea what's happening here. Welcome, Chess Dojo. If you're just joining, it's a very confusing situation. A lot of things align with different things. Bishop d5, I play knight f3 and unleash the pin. Maybe, I don't even know what I'm threatening. d6? A crazy position. Knight g3 is a move. I'll take. So the rook is hit. I want to play knight g5 and take. Threatening the fork. Draw.
in soir.
It doesn't do anything. Just drop my pawns. Let's go. Okay. Oh, what a game. Oh, what a crazy game. Still chasing Chess Network. Oh, man. Trying to catch up. Playing this opponent again. They beat me earlier. They played a great game earlier. Ah, they're not berserking back. Okay, London time.
Great content for 28 months.
Thank you, Stephen. I want to play this eventually. Maybe rook d2 first. F5 in the air. Okay, a bit more positional now. Ah. Allowing d4. I'll play g4. Yeah, this is something.
Three-year sub-hype. Let's catch Jerry.
We're trying. It's a free knight. I'm fighting this now. Yeah, bishop b5 is pretty deadly because I'm controlling all the squares around the king. And b5 is attacked twice. Not only does it threaten to win the rook, it threatens to win both rooks and the king. Might see bishop e6. It's the best try. Okay. Okay, got the win. A crucial berserking point. It might not be enough, but we're still trying. I have copycat variation. Play c6. And probably d5. That was probably the wrong decision. Wasn't sure though. Simplifying things a little bit. Okay, at least my king is safe. So be careful. There. Gonna move a lot faster. And d5 is weak, but c3 could be weak too. Maybe h4 is a target.
Chen's amends.
Chen's amends. Amen. I still don't know what that means. It's gonna rook b2. Okay, transferring to the E file. Hitting this rook. Okay, triple battery. Not enough, yeah. I was trying to make progress. A little bit too slow. Okay, one more game. Third is still a fine finish. Crossed 1,000 points. I think, yeah, the next game should be the final game. Hopefully it will count for the tournament. Almost top 10
Chess
individually. Okay, final game. Double Berserk. This game will definitely count for the tournament. London opening time. Jobava London. I had this recently. E4. Had something very similar recently. What's happening? I just develop. I just blunder queen e4. Opponent misses it. Okay, so I'm thankful to be not down a piece. Bishop c4 coming. I think I can double up. Oops. I just blundered. But I have 2 bishops. I have to treat the blunder as a sacrifice. Threading this now. Oh no. Don't hurt me. Oh! That counts for the tournament too. Good game. Okay. Oh, that was fun though. I hope people enjoyed that. Good job to Chess Network. Passing us and keeping the lead. Finishing in second. Good job to Jigalko and friends. A very strong team. Although it was only one Grandmaster. But some strong Blitz players. So overall, we had 700, almost 750 players. 749. There were just over 2,300 players total. Jigalko and friends still had more friends, but yeah, I appreciate everyone who fought for us. There was someone earlier who said they had a cool upset win in the Stafford. I'm wondering. I forget the name. They shared their Lichess username at some point. I'm scrolling back. Oh, it was David Rebubu. Yeah. Let's search for this. David yeah. See if I can find this game. Ooh, okay. I saw a short spoiler there. So here's the Stafford game. This is David, rated 1300, 1327, playing someone about 700 points higher rated. And it starts. Oh, it starts with this move order. Oh, impressive. So yeah, I sometimes like to do this too. Not going for the 4 knights, but insisting on a Stafford. White takes and it transposes. Bishop c4. This is already a losing move, even though it's like a natural developing move. Oh, okay. h5, I know sometimes is an idea in Stafford, but in this position, you can play knight g4 right away. I see it's still worked out for black, but knight g4 is really, really strong here because castling and then queen h4. There's no need to play h5. There is a line queen f3, and then you should be careful. Don't take the pawn because you get mated. So if queen f3, there's a really nice move, knight e5. Attacking, and defending. And then, yeah, the queen and bishop are mainly attacks, so queen e2 is a natural response. And then queen h4 is really strong. And black is threatening to take, trade, and then win. Actually, black has multiple threats. Probably the biggest threat is to take, and then later win f2. So queen is overworked. So if g3, queen h3, bishop g4 is coming. Anyway, so next time if you get this position, knight g4, much stronger. h5, castling, knight g4, okay. Wow. Wow. White resigned here. Ouch. White shouldn't resign. Resigning, it's a little bit premature because there is one final trick. White can try the move. So first of all, this is a really nice move because, yeah, the pawn is pinned, so it can't take. And if takes, then there's still a mate threat. Rook e1, there's this mate. The one trick for white is to play bishop takes f7. And then as black, you have to be cognizant of what white wants, because if you take, then queen f3 allows white to survive. But a simple move king f8. And I'm pretty sure this is forced mate. Let's see, is queen g3 forced mate? Oh, there's queen takes g4. Or bishop f7, then queen g4. But nice finish overall. Really nice upset. It'd be cool to see, like after a tournament like this, it'd be cool to see the biggest upsets in terms of like difference in rating. Now there is the feature just to show. We could take the tournament URL. I have opening tree here. And paste the tournament URL into opening tree and then analyze the games. Wait, what? No games from this tournament. Oh, maybe it's because it's like it's a different link than usual. Something's wrong with the API. I could download all the games, or all my games. Over 10,000 games played in this tournament. Oh yeah, I could download like the CSV. Also, thank you, DexPG. I appreciate the 5 gifted. Oh, DC Lou says, you're the first streamer I started watching 2 years ago. Nice. Oh, thank you, Gary. Gifting to Chess with Datch. Oh, Amando Kanya says, I played Stafford against you today. Ah. Yeah, I had that game early in the tournament. Yeah. That's my... I was saying at the beginning of the tournament how I wanted at least one Stafford. And this is my first Stafford, but with the white pieces. Yeah, generally in this position is black. I mean, bishop e2 is like the objectively like one of the best lines. As black, the moves I recommend, or the main move I recommend is h5. If you want to try and create the most chaos, complications. Because then if h3, queen d4, so bishop e3, queen b2, if castling, there's this idea. I would play c3. I was going to just play the refutation line. And then knight g4, d4, queen h4 is usually what I like to go for. Singe Duck asking to analyze this game. Sure. Oh, this is Jockey Duck. Yeah, I played Jockey Duck a few days ago. Oh, wow. Big rating differential. I ran out of time against 2100. Okay, let's see the game. London opening. Yeah, d6, very fine way of playing. King's Indian setup. Very standard so far. Yeah, bishop d3 is actually a slight inaccuracy. Oh wait, no. Jockey Duck was playing white. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is all fine. I'll explain though that generally against a fianchetto setup, the bishop no longer serves a great purpose on d3 because there's not much attacking potential. And bishop on d3 is actually more of a target, because there's cases later where black will play this and then go for the fork in the center. So for those reasons, the better move here is bishop e2. And it's one of those cases like in the London where a lot of people play automatically, like bishop d3, but sometimes you have to acknowledge the differences in what your opponent's doing. And there's actually a cool trap behind this move. Bishop e2, of course you want to castle, but one of the benefits as well over bishop d3 is that you're not blocking your queen. So your queen actually has more influence in the center. And there's a trap here if black goes for the plan rook e8, let's say castle, and then e5. I mean, a lot of King's Indian players are like trained to go for this plan. This is white to move and win material. e5 is actually a big mistake. I want to just see how often this has happened in the database. Oh, e5 is the most played move in this position. So there's a cool like trading sequence. And interestingly enough, like the theme of the tactic here is the fact that the rook is overworked. The rook's supporting the pawn, but also in a certain line, it's defending the queen. And white can take advantage of that after. Yeah, good job to Crack Lion saying take, 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 take. Basically correct. Just take, take, take. And then after take, we take, take, take. And white won a pawn. So the key really is to understand that even though there's two attackers and one defender, the rook is overworked. And we deflect the rook. So 53,000 plus games with e5. Yeah, bishop e2, most common move too. Anyway, okay, let's see what happens. Rook e8, castling e5, uh-oh. So there are cases where this is going to win a piece for black because e4, it looks like e4 is coming and things are going to be forked. However, there is a move here for white, and unfortunately that it didn't happen in the game. Although what happened in the game was also interesting. Wow. Okay, so bishop g3 was played in the game, allowing e4 and then knight b5. And then all chaos broke loose. I would have played bishop g5 here. I think it's a simpler approach. Understanding black wants to play e4, so we're pinning the knight. So if e4 happens, we just take. But bishop g3, okay, the fork happened. And I like the fighting spirit, counterattack. White wants to achieve a fork. Oh, and this is what happened. Okay. Take the rook. Wow. It's interesting. Black is probably for choice because eventually the knight will be lost. And there will be two minor pieces for the rook. But, I mean, given the fact there's a 1,000 point rating differential, a very good game on white's part to keep fighting. And like time isn't so bad. Okay, yeah, knight b6. Otherwise, bishop b7 comes. And it's still equal, like in terms of point value, it's rook and pawn for two minor pieces. But generally, the minor pieces are better in these situations. So they can generate some attack. Queen f3, it's scary. Ooh, nice move, bishop e2, hitting the queen and rook. Queen f6 or queen a8, okay. Got some trade, rook d1. Yeah, what a game. Jackie Duck playing above their rating. And this is like a 3-result game now. Because white can make the pass around the queen side. But, okay, I see there. It was a time scramble. But the final position, white's probably winning. White's very close to winning here. There's actually a really cool move White can play. Don't know if it's the best move, but there's a cool move here to play b6. Just allow the rook to be taken and then b7. And then you're guaranteed to queen. Thank you, 4x. Is b6 the top engine move? Okay, one of the best. Rook d8 also playable. The b pawn's rolling. I show more ideas in the endgame. Yeah, I mean, I think what was played in the game is like the key idea, just pushing the pawn on the queen side, and first creating the pass pawn. I think the technique was pretty good. F4 maybe not necessary. Like generally, there's a handful of things you should focus on in the endgame. And for one, you want to activate your pieces, mainly in this case, your rook and your king. So there's cases where the king wants to like walk over, but it's a little bit slow. But then the other things to focus on are targeting the opponent's weaknesses. So in this case, a7 is very weak. And white can maybe just go after the pawn right away.
Time flies. Thanks for the chess.
Oh, thank you, French Salmon. Yeah, it looks like this is winning a pawn. Knight b5 defends, but then a4 and the pawn would be lost. And then also a very big factor in so many endgames, including this one, is the creation of pass pawns and then the ability to push the pass pawns. So yeah, a3, b4. This was actually cool because I was going to say bishop takes b4, rook b8, but the bishop's pinned. So yeah, the pawn can't be taken. The bishop is really tied down. Anyway, I'm a little bit hungry. I consumed a lot of pieces during this tournament, but I think it's time to eat some food. So I'm going to wrap things up. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks everyone for playing. Thank you, Chess King Kong. Oh, there's a message in chat. A hype train is close. If there's a hype train, then I'll keep streaming for a little bit longer. I can't end the stream during a train. Oh yeah, thank you, Singe Duck, aka Jackie Duck. Yeah, King G7 should have been played for black at some point. Like probably here, just to unpin the bishop. But it's still not looking good for black. Oh, thank you, Mangoing. Thank you, DexPG. Okay, we have a hype train. I'll keep streaming. Thank you, Gary. Oh no, my hunger. Can't jump out of a train while it's going. Yeah, that's probably good life advice. Recently joined a local chess club, but I'm nervous about OTB play and don't know how to use it to improve. Sometimes the best way to improve is to go outside your comfort zone and do things that maybe you're nervous about at first, but that's how you grow as a person. And I know a lot of people these days play exclusively online, but OTB, it's a whole different game. Like the fact that you're sitting across from the opponent, sometimes the games can last longer too. But yeah, I'd recommend just jump into it and trying to have fun. Don't worry too much about results. Just try and learn something from every game. Rabuzz says, please consider making some courses. Yeah, that's actually a goal of mine this year, is to make some courses.
If you need to jump out of a train, get as low to the floor as possible, bending your knees so
Oh,
you can
dear.
leap away from the train car. Jump perpendicular to the train, leaping as far away from the train as you can. Even if you jump from the last car, leap at right angles.
Why do I feel like you asked ChatGPT how to safely jump out of a train? But good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Do you think OTB is more psychological? Yeah, there's definitely some element of psychology. I know Bobby Fischer like famously said that he doesn't believe in psychology, only believes in good moves. But inevitably, like there's tells during a game you can sometimes sense if the opponent um, is uncomfortable or is optimistic. And then there's reverse tells too. Like even OTB, like I'll admit to doing this, and sometimes I'll have these times where it's kind of like an oh no my queen moment, where I'll play a move and it looks like a blunder, and the way to kind of fake the fact that I think it's a blunder is after I make the move, I pause before hitting the clock. Of course, during an OTB tournament, you can't really talk, can't really scream, "Oh no, my queen." Actually, recently I filmed a lot of over the board Blitz games in Charlotte. I did these like couple hour long sessions where I played any challengers, and we had the phone camera set up the whole time. So I might end up posting those because it's a very interesting dynamic, very different dynamic compared to online. Hello, Eric. I don't always have time for studying many openings. I'm in college plus part-time job. Got your London and Gotham's Modern last year. Do you think there's anything wrong with just studying these system style openings instead of trying to learn a little bit of variety of openings? A little bit of a variety openings. Okay, I think I know what you're asking. Um, yeah, with any opening repertoire, there's always more to learn. So it's not necessarily about what specific openings you choose to learn. It's more about the mindset you take when learning any given opening. And there's nothing wrong with London or Modern. I'd say there's more something wrong with the mindset that you can just automatically play the same moves every single game and be okay. Um, Sometimes that's like you can get away with it, but in order to learn and grow as a player, it's important to keep expanding your knowledge. Like if you play the London, there's so many different ways for black to react to London, and depending what black does, it calls for different ways for white to respond. Um, so learning system-based openings they're easy to get going in the beginning because usually your pieces have predefined squares. But in order to actually get good at those openings, you have to go a bit deeper. And sometimes it's more about learning like the thematic ideas later in the middle game, thematic tactics. My London course, it's not really a repertoire course. It's more of thematic ideas and tactics course that features many examples from the London. So I hope that helps in some regard. I get questions all the time, like what the best openings are to study for a certain rating level. Um, Generally, I recommend like pick what would excite you, pick what you're interested in. Some players like to stick with the same thing. Some players like variety, um, but try and have a growth mindset.
What is the most annoying question that you get all the time?
Oh. I try not to be too annoyed with annoying questions. There's definitely the questions that like come up time and time again. But yeah, nothing too annoying. Even that question isn't like so annoying. But the questions like I'm 500 rated. What's like the best opening I can play? Some questions are maybe a little bit misguided. At certain levels, you don't necessarily need to work on openings to really improve your game. I get the question a ton about whether I'll become a GM or when will I become a GM. But we have a command to answer that. Thank you, Curious. Does this count as a Rosen trap? Let's see. This was a game played 2 minutes ago. I don't know what color you are. Let's just jump to the end. So, yeah, this is kind of like an informal term that's kind of coined. I don't know if I'm responsible for coining it or if it was a community. The quote unquote Rosen trap is not just stalemate, but it's a very specific stalemating pattern. This is close. But the main trap is usually when, this is not the best example, but it's when the opponent sacks on g3 to simplify the position. And then instead of taking back the queen, you go into the corner, and the opponent would assume you take the queen. They'll pre-move something, and then it's stalemate. So that's like the main gist of the trap. But what happened here, I mean, you put the king in the corner, and the queen landed on g3 anyway. So you still get a Rosen trophy for that.
40 is 10 less than 50.
Oh yeah, 10 more months until T-Kong's 50th. Welcome back, T-Kong. Yeah, the first time I ever did this sort of trap, it was kind of accidental. Like I had not seen the pattern before, but it was a 2018, I think it was 2018 Pro Chess League. I was like a manager for one of the teams, but I was also like playing the fourth board. And I lost my first 3 games. It was a 4-game match. The fourth game, I was getting crushed. I was disappointed with myself, so I wasn't resigning. And I stumbled into this position, except it was king on g7. I played king h8. And my opponent pre-moved and stalemated me. And then after that game, there is a Twitter poll for move of the week. And my move, king h8, was nominated for move of the week. And that same week, both Magnus Carlsen and Fabiano Caruana played in the league and had competing like very brilliant moves. So then there was this Twitter poll where people had to vote for Magnus's move, Fabiano's move. There's another GM who was in the poll, and then my move, king h8. And I beat out all of them in the poll to get move of the week. That was like $100 prize or something. So those are good memories.
If your opponent has only bishop in middle game, I was taught to put pawns on same color to blunt the bishop, make it bite on granite. But I was also taught in endgame you want pawns on opposite color to make bishop useless. I find it tricky knowing when to do which. Tips?
That's a fair question.
Say my name, but with great mystery. Lol.
Thank you, Mr. Swift Tickle. Hopefully that was mysterious enough. Okay, so there's a question about bishops. Yeah, I can give a little bit more generalization. Clear board. So in certain endgames, I'll just give a few examples. So in an endgame with, or middle game for that matter, with bishops of the same color, you want your pawns on opposite color of your bishop. For, I guess, for a couple of reasons. For one, your pawns work together with your bishop. Can I draw arrows? Yeah. So this is a great situation for white because all the pawns are on light squares, black's pawns are fixed on dark squares. So white's controlling more squares naturally because pawns control so many light squares, and black's pawns are fixed as weaknesses. So this is one example of when the pawns should be like you're very happy with the pawns on different color than the bishop. Now there's other cases. Let's give black a knight. This is a case where I don't know if this is the best example because these pawns are still weaknesses. But there's cases, let's say, like if the pawns are back and black doesn't have any clear weaknesses, then this sort of formation is actually pretty nice against this bishop because the bishop doesn't have great access into black's position. It's a little bit more subtle, but I hopefully like between these two examples, it's a little bit more clear. Like if we put the pawns like this, then there'd be weaknesses. And this is relevant maybe early in the middle game where there's more pieces on the board, where like if white has attacking potential, you don't want to have this structure where white has only dark squared bishop. So yeah, in the middle game or even in the end game, this is a fine structure to have against a dark squared bishop. I hope that makes some sense. I'm pretty sure the book Reassess Your Chess goes into many more examples like this. But it's higher level, like a higher level positional concept that takes a lot of time to fully internalize. Oh, some people confused in chat. I was trying to answer a very specific question of where the pawns should be depending on what color bishop you have.
Would you be upset if I made a YouTube video featuring a game where you hung a queen against me?
Oh, not at all. I mean, I made a YouTube video featuring a couple games where I won with the Stafford Gambit against you with 15 seconds on the clock. So feel free. There's also the whole concept of knights versus bishops in the endgame. Like generally bishops are preferable when there's pawns on both flanks, but that's not always the only factor. There's an example. Yeah, there's like this example. Let's give back another pawn. Or let's take away a pawn for white. Ah.
If we get paired up at Caro, would you still play the Stafford against me?
Probably not. I'm not playing Stafford in my OTB tournaments. Unless I will. If I get really tilted. I have a few classical tournaments coming up, and there's a chance I'll play some funky openings. but we'll have to wait and see. So this is a good example of a case where the bishop is just terrible. And not only that, but black, even if it's white's move. Analysis board. Yeah, like on the surface, it looks equal. But black's on the verge of winning because the king comes straight to c4 and there's nothing much white can do. Oh, except I guess it would need to be black's move first. I wanted to show an example where the king comes to c4. And this is where the knight can overpower the bishop. Knight transfers to b5. Yeah, I want to make some more tournament recap videos. The thing with my upcoming tournaments, a lot of the days have 2 games a day, so it might be hard to record during the tournament. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. I'm still hungry. Went on a lot of tangents there. I was trying to address various questions in chat. Have you ever been Rosen trapped? I've definitely stumbled into various stalemates. The specific one, I can't recall. Maybe? I may have suppressed it from my memory, though. Wait, what is this? Someone who raided me a few hours ago is live. Let me send back a raid. I'm sending the raid to Muhammad Reza Faruja, brother of Ali Reza. Goes by MRF Chess on Twitch. Send some good vibes. And I'll be back soon. I'll probably post a YouTube video today. I'm going to post one of these fun Blitz tournaments I played recently. So thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. Appreciate all the hype. Do you watch Chess Network? Yeah, Chess Network was one of the first streamers I watched. One of my early inspirations. Okay, I'm out. Goodbye and adios.